For the 5th day of Wolfmas, we're heading back to a legendary spot, the Nana game at UCSB. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you might remember this game from last year's series. Tonight was chaotic in the best ways. I flopped the absolute nuts in the very first hand and get it all in multiple times throughout the night. Plus, you truly can't buy a better view to play poker in than this. Let's get right into the action. The Nana game is a $200 buy-in, the blinds are 1-2, and in the very first hand I look down at Queen 10 offsuit. I make it $10 to go and only Joseph puts in the call. He probably wishes that he didn't because the flop comes Ace King Jack with 2 hearts. Bang, we flop Broadway. What a way to start this game. I haven't lost on the 12 days of Wolfmas yet, and if I keep getting hands like this, well, it's going to be pretty hard to do that. So I fire out for 10 bucks, Joseph calls, the turn comes a brick. I bet out for 30 bucks, he calls again, so we're starting to think that he might have a good hand. The river card doesn't change anything for me, it's the 9 of spades, and I'm gonna bet out here for Cinco de Mayo. I'm trying to have a fiesta here in Santa Barbara, and Joseph obliges, puts in the call with 2 pair on the turn, $212 coming my way, and yeah, we're gonna take that. That's a full buy-in in this game. And thanks for the invite, brother. And how can I complain? Okay, 10-6 of clubs now from the straddle, $250 in my stack. Rohan makes it 15. I put in the call and we're off to a flop. It comes Ace King 3 with 2 clubs, and I call a $10 c-bet and turn a pair of 6s. I check it over to him for a second time, and now he checks behind, and we make 2 pair on the river, but it's not the 10-6 that we wanted. It's now kings and 6s with an ace. We still might be good though. I check it over to him, and when he snap checks back, I think I'm definitely good here. I turn over the 6, and he shows 3 deuce offsuit. So Rohan expanding the range here with the 3 deuce offsuit. Transfer to UCSB if you're trying to make some money in these poker games. All right, ace queen offsuit now from the low jack, and I limp in for $2. Yes, I'm going for the old man coffee limp play here. There's a raise to 12 bucks. Rohan puts in the call, and now I limp re-raise to $40. And I apologize for being way too young to be using this play. The limp re-raise is only for people over the age of 60. Rohan puts in the call. The flop comes king 8-6. I'm gonna go for a c-bet here, and he folds face up, pocket 9s. Rohan.
Yeah, dude, you're playing out of your mind right now. Dude, you're playing so good, brother. I told you, let's just play for stacks, man. You would have won. You jammed my call.
You showed it face up because you wanted me to show a better hand, like a pair of kings, right? No, ace queen offsuit. Get owned, brother. Get owned. Before we continue with the hands, we need to remind you what Wolfmas is and how you can enter. We're flying 7 lucky winners to Houston, Texas to battle me and my content producer Lucas on the prestigious Champions Club livestream. We cover your round-trip flights, 2-night hotel stay, and your full buy-in on stream. Best yet, you keep 100% of the profit. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime free roll. There are 3 ways to enter. 1, make a comment, drop a like, and subscribe on all 12 videos. That's it. 2nd, sign up for Club WPT Gold using code Wolfgang. We will be including anyone who has ever used the code and giving you a 10-chip bonus for making an online poker account. 3, you can grab merch from my newest drop at shopwolfgang.com and save your order number. But here's the critical part. We currently have over 3,000 comments, but only 700 form submissions. If you do not fill out the intake form down below, you are drawing dead. Even if you comment or buy merch, you cannot win without that form. Go fill it out right now, and let's get back into the action. There's nothing like being outdoors, 70 degrees in California, and just whipping out a bong and taking a rip straight at the table. We get right into the next hand here with a 7 deuce offsuit, the worst hand in poker. So when there's a raise and a call, I make it 25 to go. Of course, we're gonna try to take down that extra bonus if we get it through here. We're gonna get some action, and the flop comes queen 10-4 with 2 clubs, and I fire out for $20. We get called by Aiden with $100 in the middle. I decided to check behind on this turn. There's just way too much going on, and I think Aiden has a good bit of it. So when the river brings in the 6 of clubs, I obviously hate this. I don't have a club in my hand to block anything. I'm left with just 7 high. He grabs some chips, bets out for $40. I debate going for the raise, but I'm not the one that's high at the table, so I'm gonna fold my cards. And yeah, Aiden had ace jack offsuit, so just a pair of jacks on the turn, but that's way better than my 7 high.
Yeah, they were trying to throw a keg in the ocean. He jumps the fence to throw it off, and they're like, "Oh wait, like we shouldn't do this." They look back, and he's gone.
Like one of these kind of fences.
That was the game that I played on.
He's broke a rib or something?
Yeah, it was like broke like 2 ribs, and he was fine. Most people fucking died.
That dude's literally free rolling life. For the rest of life, let's go free roll. Yeah.
We then play a game called Pot or Fold. Everyone antes in $5. There's $40 in the middle. You go straight to a flop, and then you can only put in $40 or fold, and then you're off to a run out. So of course we're going 4 ways here. I end up having the king high flush draw on the flop, but end up bricking it. So I lost $40 in that hand. But no worries, I have a better king suited here. King 10 of diamonds. I'm still up $17 on the session. I'm under the gun and make it $15 to go. Rohan now raises me to $50, and yeah, we saw him earlier in the video show up with 3 deuce offsuit, so of course I'm gonna put in the call and try to outplay him post flop. Well, this is a pretty great flop for me, Rohan. You might be shit out of luck here. The flop comes 10, 4 deuce with 2 diamonds. Not only do I have top pair with a good kicker, I have that king high flush draw. He bets out for Cinco de Mayo, and I've never seen a Cinco de Mayo that I didn't like. Usually I just call the 55, but because we're playing sort of shallow here, $167 is in my stack, and I put it in the middle. He puts in the call, so this is a $436 pot. He ends up turning over pocket jacks. Yes, pocket jacks is what he has with a diamond blocker, and we are running it 1 time for maximum pain.
One time. He wants blood.
Rick. It's pretty bricky.
Clear the board.
Oh, the board!
Yes, Hey, pair the board.
And bang, we get it on the river, the 10 of spades. Look at Rohan, the table goes nuts. And yeah, chips shipped over to me, please, let's go. It's almost 3 p.m. and we're running about as hot as the sun that's still out here. What an incredible view, I just can't get over this. I gotta make this a yearly video for the Wolfmas series. There's a race to 6 and 2 calls over to me, and king queen offsuit, still no complaints from me. I'm just getting hit with some great distribution here from the deck. I make it $30 to go, and we are gonna pick up some callers here. 2 players put in the call, and seat 1 folds. We're going off to a flop, which gives me top pair, because why not? Queen, jack 5, rainbow, I fire out for $30, and both players call. Guys, haven't you seen I'm running insanely hot today? Well, the turn comes the king of hearts giving me 2 pair. If I thought I was beat on the flop with like queen 5, queen jack, jack 5, well, that all goes out the window. There's 186 in the middle, and I bet out for $50, missing a perfect opportunity to add an extra $5 chip in there. Rohan puts in the call, but now the river comes a bit scary. It's the 9 of clubs. Any 10 now has a straight. I don't need to mention to you guys what kind of holdings would have a 10. There's just a lot of them, and Rohan could also just have the random Doyle Brunson 10 deuce. So yeah, I decided to check it over to him. If he wants to go for a bet, well, we'll evaluate then, probably put in the call, but I don't want to bet here and then he raises, and we're just put in a gross spot. So the action goes check, check, and I win with 2 pair. He ends up mucking his cards face down, but then retrieves them and turns over the jack of spades. That's probably his best card there. Not worth 286 bucks. And I'll take another nice sized pot here. My stack is now $550, and I look down at one of the best hands in the game, ace king offsuit from the small blind, and I make it $15 to go. We're gonna get 1, 2, 3 callers. So 4 ways to the flop here, which comes king 6 deuce with 2 hearts, and I also have the king of hearts in my hand. It's getting absurd at this point. I bet out for $30. I'm stabbing at every board, and surely my opponents have to be getting frustrated. How can I have it every single time? Well, Naveen puts in the call, and the turn comes an inconsequential 9 of diamonds. I bet out for $55. Naveen checks his cards, thinks about it, and gives me a little speech.
Are you thinking about folding?
No, I'm just holding.
Oh, okay.
Ultimately, he ends up folding, saving some money in the process. Great fold there, Naveen. And that's gonna be it here from the Nana game. Isla Vista, Santa Barbara, UCSB, what a special place. Huge shout out to all the guys, especially Joseph for DMing me and getting me back out here to this game. It's been one of my favorite stops in the last few years. I've been to some incredible places like Korea and Europe and the Bahamas, St. Martin. You get the point, but sometimes a good old 1-2 game with the boys in the college town is just a little bit superior. We got out for $560, so a profit of $360 on the session. It's been an incredible Wolfmas so far. We're up to $12,297 through 5 days, courtesy of that $5,000 donation from none other than Randy 3Coin. As always, I'll see you tomorrow in Wolfmas number 6. Bang!